All right. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the second session of the 11th Law, which is now a two-shot instead of a one-shot because things happen. My name is Uni. I am the DM for this session, and let's go from top to bottom. Everyone, introduce yourself and your characters.
Okay then. Uh, my character is still Rara. My little Toonkind. Uh, they're like a barbarian, as we've established by now from the last session. They really pulled out that barbarian strength. Uh, yeah, they've got. They're just a little clown. They're just a little creep.
The little clown.
Hi, I'm Avi Avocado, and my character is Marion. My roommate just started playing The Office, and I can hear it. And I'm just like, okay. Um, but Marion is a bootleg Mario, but
He's a good boy.
he's here for a good time.
He's trying his best.
He missed 3 attacks in a row.
It was brutal.
He was trying.
He was trying so hard, guys.
Oh, God.
Fumbled the control.
Yeah. You know who else
really
was
hard.
trying hard? Me. Hi, I'm Mock. I am playing the beautiful lamp character Blink Lightly. That's all I got. Go.
Okay.
Hey, what's up? My name is Noah. It also rhymes with Noah.
You're not wrong.
And haha. And my character is Nyx, who is a black cat who somehow got turned into a toon. But he likes being a furry because he's weird like that, and also thumbs are pretty great.
Thumbs
Fair
good.
point.
2
Yeah.
thumbs up.
Hey.
Hey. Also, my real life cat, Nyx, is right next to me, and he's starting to bite my arm, so occasionally you might hear him jingling.
Kitty.
Oh.
All right. So to recap from last session, you guys were having a very normal day of, seeing the sights, shopping, performing, pickpocketing, when a very frantic and somewhat disjointed Toon ran up to you guys and sort of in disconnected and not entirely present words begged for your help. He managed to get out that he is not actually a real natural born Toon, but his horrible wizard partner transformed him and has enslaved him for potentially years. He's not sure, before Poppy B showed up and just wrecked everyone's business. um, but you guys managed to play keep away long enough for her to get bored and leave. Um,
Sometimes that's all you can do.
sometimes that's the best you can hope for.
Sorry, I
Yeah.
just remembered that Marion did swing Poppy.
He did just like toss her off of a ladder.
Yeet.
Nyx did not hit anything, nor was he hit by anything, but he's gonna complain about it till the ends of the earth.
Thank God.
Oh, fair
You're
enough.
a sorcerer who's in the front and takes so much damage.
Oh god, I still feel really bad about how much damage Blink took in that first hit.
It's okay.
But you guys have managed to rest up, so you won't, like, we're gonna fudge the rules here. It has not literally been in game 8 hours, but I'm gonna say you guys got a full rest in because I want you to have all your hit points and spell slots as necessary.
Rubs hands together.
Yeah. And also you guys took took refuge at a church, and they are going to take some pity on you, and in exchange for you know, promises of donations down the road. I'm not going to worry about the details. They will give you guys 3 healing potions. Um, that's
They're like, these guys are gonna need them.
yeah, yeah. They saw the condition you guys came in, and then they're like, oh boy. So
Why?
who wants to hold the potions?
Not me.
Fair enough.
Hold on
Marion?
to a couple of them if we want to spread them around.
Sure. So
Yep.
yeah, so there are 3 in
3 of
total.
them. So I'll take one.
Marion will take one then.
Okay.
And I guess Rara will have the other?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sounds good.
To be honest,
So
I didn't quite hear that. I was looking at Rara's character sheet. What is what is
It's a
it?
healing potion.
Okay, healing potion.
Potion of healing.
yes.
Okay.
Um
Potion of make you fall down.
and Zan, who is still very unsure about all of this, but has at least pulled himself together somewhat, has let you guys know Skedge, his old partner, is still living in the home that they used all their research for. So he is able to give you a pretty thorough description of the place. I will now, in the map section, post the map. Yay!
Yeah.
And
map.
the thing to note about these is those 3 circular spots are all above ground. They are all crafted out of living tree branches and up in the trees,
Neat.
which is
Oh,
why
rad.
they do not have a sewer system. Sorry, Marion.
Oh.
um,
F.
so
I'm fine with that.
the green one is a sort of garden space about 10 feet off the ground. Um, the large one is sort of the combination living space and lab, which is about 20 feet off the ground. And the smallest one, it was the bedroom, which is about 30 feet off the ground. And the bridges between them are uh, capable of being retracted with magic. So if Skedge sees you guys coming, or you know, at least figures out that you guys don't mean well for him, he will be able to pull those back. Um, so that is the warning he's able to give you in terms of the layout that you guys are heading into. Um, these are located about an hour's hike outside of town, so it will
Jeez.
take you guys some time to get there. So if you guys have any preparations you want to do before you head out, or any talking you want to do on the road there, this is the time.
All right, all right. So let's go over the plan one more time. Are we doing a diversionary thing, like like 2 of us do one thing, 2 of us do the other?
Not a
Where
bad idea.
where
Well, I don't know, but I think best idea would be to go straight forward and give them a piece of our minds. You know, I think. Well, I don't know. You know, I don't know.
Yeah.
This
yeah,
is all dirty stuff. These people don't play fair. It's
yeah,
weirdy.
that's for sure. Anyway, uh, so I prefer to not get my tail kicked at all if it can be helped. but I think some of us, and he clearly like makes it clear that he's not part of that some of us,
Mm.
should um distract the guy
I think I
and
can do a good distraction, maybe. Uh, Marion's idea of a distraction is literally just knocking on the door.
um,
Depends
Who
on what
could
kind of
be a good
distraction we're talking
distraction for
about.
these people? If
Is
well,
this
only
a
we could
Rara,
distract
you
them with
can.
like a performance or something.
is this like a
Maybe.
physical distraction or more of a talking distraction?
I mean, either or. I'm not
I mean,
keen on details. I'm not gonna be there.
if only we had someone who was like really loud and out there who could really distract them well, like with a performance, with some sort of act or something.
Rara,
Oh,
Don't eat that.
huh? What's that?
would you like to I don't know, head the distraction for us?
Oh, really? Me? Well, I guess I could. But I don't know how good I could be at it. I'll try my best though.
I mean,
Don't worry, I will be right behind you.
I was
Trust
seeing some of
me.
the stuff you were doing out there, in the street. It was pretty distracting. If I could say so.
Yeah, trust me. You make it pretty easy for people to be distracted.
Well, thank you.
All right,
All
we got
right.
one step of the plan. How about? Are we moving? Are we going?
Let's say that we're
yeah, let's say that this discussion is happening en route.
We're just chatting about it as we walk.
also there's Miss Darla Dimple wannabe out there.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Um, Zan has come along with you guys, and he's like, yeah, I would feel usually more comfortable about being nowhere near Skedge, but with her still out there, I don't feel like I can stay behind either. Um, there is certainly the risk that she will show up and blow your cover.
Mm.
Hmm.
Do you think this Sketch ow Nix no this Sketch guy does he carry his wand with you, do you think, or would he keep it somewhere?
Uh, he's likely to be keeping it on him at all times.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
There is the possibility that, depending on when we get there, he might be asleep because it's getting towards evening at this point with the time you guys took to recover and everything. Um,
mm-hmm.
so there is the possibility if you sneak into his room without alerting him, you may be able to get your hands on it.
Gee, now, if only there was someone here with us who is good at sneaking. Somebody who could just slide right up there and take it from him without him hearing a thing. Like a rogue or something.
Yes, if
Nix
only.
rubs his little beans together and he goes, "It's my time."
You would really do that?
I mean,
It's gonna be a little bit dangerous, might be tricky.
what? Do you think you can do it?
Oh, I don't know, maybe?
The answer is no.
Oh,
But yes, I'll do it.
Are
okay.
you gonna go in alone?
I don't know.
I think that's pretty ill-advised.
Hey, and he points at the lamp who I can't remember the name of despite
I think
knowing.
It's right there in the
I
nickname.
said it as my nickname.
It's
Okay, it's
Blink.
Blink. It's Blink. I'm a
Blink
fool.
lightly.
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
I'm still waking up. And he points at Blink and he goes, "You. I'm
Yes.
volunteering you to go with me."
Okay. Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Hmm.
All right, cool.
I've done a sneak in my day.
Only one.
One or two.
You were pretty limber getting up on the roof with me, so there is that.
Yeah, that's yep. Pretty good.
Yeah. I'm not
So
sure.
what do these other guys do? Are they just gonna wait outside in case something goes wrong?
Uh,
Well, I wouldn't want to wait just to leave you in there. I'd like to go in and help you.
well, there may if he sent Poppy and those others after me, I'm not sure how many guards he's going to have stationed outside. So you guys may have your hands full taking care of those stragglers.
Hmm.
Okay, what if, hear me out. What if we go in, we do two groups, one group who's very sneaky goes one way, another group goes another way, so that if the group that's not as sneaky gets caught, like we both have a chance to get to the wand, and so if the group that's less sneaky gets caught, then they just become a distraction. So it's like both plans in one.
Whoa!
Well, that sounds like a pretty good plan to me. I'd be happy to to lend a.
I
Go from above. Can we get above the place?
How high up is it?
Parachute in?
out of character. I mean, it is all in the trees, but there is not an easy path up there, so you would have to do some pretty good climbing checks.
Well,
Looking at my lack of dexterity.
Hmm.
Oops. All
Yeah.
right, all right, all right. I can do that.
We grow a tree next to it and then climb up that tree.
do we have enough time to plant a tree and grow it?
Absolutely not.
But it's an option.
There are lots of other trees right next to it. You still just need to climb them.
All right, then let's climb some trees.
Again, there are the bridges that link between the various platforms. The matter of getting up is without being noticed is what requires the tree climbing.
Do not chew that.
Hmm.
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 We're all
Hmm.
just
This is
here.
fun. This is fun.
Minecraft villager
I mean, I
noises.
can climb. I got the long limbs, you know. And one thing that I don't know if I ever specified is that I did as kind of fluff give this character like telescoping limbs so they can get way longer. Not in any way that changes like his walking speed, like not to that level, but just kind of as flavor. That's one of the things I think his high dex is because he can move his arms and like stretch them a little bit.
Great. Oh, Zen will point out like I don't have a whole lot of magic left in me in this form, but I can cast a jump on you if you would like.
Right? Okay, that's an option. We jump onto the roof. Is there a roof?
It is the two brown circles in the map are both made out of sort of domed tree branches woven around.
Okay, no.
We could go down the chimney, right? We get up onto the roof. We get up on the roof. Do you guys have a chimney in the house?
Yes, in the lab.
We go down the chimney, sneaky style, right? We go down, and then we get in there. I don't know what happens when we get in there.
I think
When we get in there, get all sneaky, go up to wherever his room is, make sure he's sleeping. We snatch the wine. That's it. And then we go home.
What if Kim come out here? Because then it would be a lot easier to get, I think, if he was out here.
Yeah,
Yeah, we
but
could
also
beat him
he'd
up.
be awake.
I mean, yeah. No, you're right. You're right.
I don't know about you, but it's way easier to steal something when a person's not conscious.
Is that right? I'll take your opinion on it. You seem to know.
Hmm.
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 What if we set a trap?
Trap?
We set a trap. We get him to come out. We set a trap. We get him to come out, and then we lock him in the refrigerator.
I think that's a good plan B.
Okay,
Or
all right,
rather,
okay. You
plan
gotta work with
Z.
me here. We're trying to, we're gonna come up with a plan.
Alright, alright.
So
I
we're good.
think
We are interested in the refrigerator plan.
we'll keep that tucked away as a
I-
plan Z.
Okay, well we've gone from plan B to plan Z. So what are the other good plans that you have? Because I just named a whole bunch of plans. So I'm just looking for outside opinions on these.
I honestly don't know what you guys want. It's a simple thing. You get in the house, you get to his room, and you just lift a couple things.
He just looked.
And if he starts moving, put a pillow on his face.
So he's comfortable, or
No.
oh yeah.
What? I don't understand.
I mean, it makes enough sense to me, I guess.
Xana's just sort of like rubbing at the bridge of his nose right now, just like, oh boy. Oh boy.
It's kind of stupid.
Are we still gonna put a pillow on his face? Is that gonna make him sleep better?
You
And
could
then he's
It's definitely
sleeping
gonna
very
make
deeply.
Thank
He's sleeping
you.
very deeply, and we can wake him up. Or no, we don't wake him up. We wake him up and put him in a trap.
Is that how all real kind work? You just put a pillow on their face and they sleep?
they do the long sleep in that case.
I
Look,
don't
You
think
real
it's a
kind
good idea
folk are weird.
to put a pillow on top of the things that help someone breathe.
let me just say this. Skedge is a monster, and
I thought he was real kind.
he is.
Yeah,
He's
kind
both.
kill monsters.
If you have to kill this man, I will not blame you. But if you can find a way not to, I would appreciate it. If nothing
I wasn't
else.
necessarily talking about killing him per se, but I mean, a good little bit of asphyxiation will definitely keep him unconscious for a few more hours.
What is do you have like medical skills so that you can determine the exact difference between suffocation and unconsciousness? Because
No, but
it's
is it hard?
it is a bit of a narrow line to pass between. So I'm just saying,
I mean, this
if you,
guy's been enslaving other people. What's the harm, really?
What if we hit him on the
That's
head
Isn't
with
why
an
there
anvil?
a spell? Isn't there a spell that like can silence a person? I feel like I'm making this up, but I could have sworn.
there is
I
a
would.
spell. I don't think either of the spellcasters who are in the group currently have it
In
prepared.
character or out of character? That question.
That was out of character, but I'm
There is
still
a
gonna
spell
bring it
called
up.
Silence. I don't have it.
Yeah.
I almost gave my character blindness deafness, which is similar but not the same thing. But I also didn't give that to him.
Yeah.
Again, all of my stuff is light and lightning based.
Yeah, pretty much all of Zan's skills right now are involved in helping him get away from things.
Nice. Do what we gotta do.
Yep.
All right, so can we do a show of hands, a poll? Which of these plans that we've come up with we want to do?
I wasn't in favor of the two groups one.
Yeah, I
Okay,
kind of
alright.
like that too. I kind of like.
All right. Next.
Whatever plan involves me getting beat up the least.
I think that's this one. Is that this one?
I would assume so. No problem.
Okay. I mean, if we did go up to the roof, though, it'd be a good view.
No.
Okay.
Fair enough.
And
Um,
what about you, Zen?
Yay!
Are you coming in, or what's going on?
I can't risk getting near him. As soon as he lays eyes on me, he'll be able to put me back under his thrall, as long as he has that wand. So
You just don't look at him.
no, if he looks at me, that's the problem.
What if it's
Um,
dark in the room and he can't look at you?
If he just doesn't know you're there.
that would potentially work, but I think I need to stay back. I have message so that I can communicate with you guys. But unless
Oh,
you
we need the.
really,
Oh, of course.
yeah, unless you really need me, I should
Oh, how about
stay
he
back.
goes sit? How about Zan goes and sits on the roof? That way somebody goes up on the roof.
Pretty good. That's pretty good.
All right, sure.
Can you get up to the roof?
I can cast jump.
Like get you
All
up to
right.
the roof?
Sure. Sure.
Great.
Yeah. You get the feeling he's just like uh
Shut up! Shut up!
We are not good at making up plans.
He's just very anxious in general because yeah, he's been
Oh,
in a
I know.
bad way.
I understand this.
All right. So if you guys are satisfied with that plan, we can fast forward a bit until you arrive at the clearing.
Yep.
I think I'm satisfied.
Let's see. So, once you get there, you will see the map as described and as the, little promo image for the session. Hey. Um,
Yeehaw.
and it is getting dark, but you will be able to see there are uh 3 wolf guards that are sort of just milling about. They have a sort of blank look in their eyes, so it's dark enough you can't see if they have shadows or not, but um it would not be too hard to guess that they are probably other controlled tunes.
Really looked like the other ones too.
Yeah. Um yeah, it seems that wolves are the default that Sketch has been turning a lot of his guards into. Um,
All right,
Wolves.
cool.
Why does it
Well,
always have to be wolves?
I think he likes the theming. Um,
Rara
I
starts to
was
pull
trying to
out
make
their
an
hammer.
Indiana Jones
Should I whack
reference.
them?
No, not yet. Not yet.
Oh, okay.
are they like all on one side? Are they walking around?
they are walking around, mostly around the green, uh, the perimeter of the green one, since that one is closest to the ground. So they're sort of set up that if people try to get up that way, they're more likely to notice. Um,
Okay. Hear me out. We lure the wolves in here, right? Like over where we're like right here. And we set up a pitfall in the ground. They don't see it. They don't notice it. At the bottom of the pitfall, we have an enticing cake that's down there. And the wolves are going to want to eat this cake, so they go over to it and they taste it, and then they're trying to cut the cake, but they can't cut the cake because we didn't put a knife down there, right? And so then they're going to have to like use their claws or something. So while they're there and they have their claws out, and then we cut their claws, and then they can't hurt us. What do you think?
Zan is again rubbing the bridge of his nose. So
You
do
could've
you?
just-
Out as a distraction.
I'm sorry. I'm not
I could do it.
experienced at
distraction.
this tune stuff. Do you have a cake somewhere that I'm missing?
Right here, I pull out of my hammer space.
Fair enough. Do you have a portable pit somewhere in there as well?
Yeah, of course, of course.
Doesn't every tune?
Do you prefer? And I pull out chocolate, or I pull out another one, vanilla.
Ooh, do you have any confetti? Like that funfetti cake stuff?
Oh, the cake.
How about
I-
red
I-
velvet?
Ew, red velvet.
Red
No, I
velvet.
didn't pack
I
that many
have to say this
cakes.
out of character. Red velvet is just chocolate, just red.
Yeah, exactly. It's chocolate but with beets.
It's good. I love red velvet.
It's
But
like someone
it's
here's
just
about to get
chocolate, but
beat.
red.
I've never eaten red velvet.
I've had red velvet. It's
All right,
eh.
it has its highlights.
All right, okay.
Zan has
I
his
love
head in his hands again.
All right. So, all right.
So,
I
are
know
we
you were
doing the pit
playing
plan, or are we not doing the pit plan? I could do
think we're
another
not-
plan if we want.
I think we can do something that's not a pit plan. Like I don't know, throwing Zan to the wolves, more or less, figuratively
Well, that-
speaking.
I'm not
I
super
don't think
into
Sam
this
would like that
plan.
very much.
No.
I could do a distraction maybe, cause like, I was gonna do distraction before. Could do distraction now.
Actually, you know what?
Hmm.
I'm gonna go ahead and ask everybody to roll a stealth check.
Yeah, that's a
Just
great
kidding,
idea.
right out the gate.
My stealth. I don't have any proficiency in it, so that's good.
Ooh, if it +3 in stealth, yes.
Oh no.
Oh dear.
Not again.
God damn it. The wrong bot.
All right,
God
Mary
damn.
doing pretty good.
What's stealth? Is it what kind of roll is that?
Skills.
It's Dex.
It's a dex.
Okay, Dex.
I can't imagine you have proficiency in it.
No, I
So
don't.
it'll
I
just
don't
be
have
your
a
dex
proficiency
modifier.
in it. I was just making sure.
Well, I have a
Okay.
17.
So
I'm
let's
proficient
see.
in stealth, so that's good. Except not, because I still got a terrible roll.
Now, as a group, we didn't do too bad.
I think we
So
all evened
divided
out.
by 4. And actually, I should roll for Zan as well. Boop,
You know, as you do.
On
as
Zan.
I do. Boop, boop, beep. Okay,
Oh,
not
thank God.
terrible. Okay, so there is a little bit of a twitchy ear from one of the wolves, and it sort of pauses and looks around, but then decides it's just the wind. So Xana's like, okay, we need to make a decision.
Yeah, Blink probably got too excited about a plan and like stood up and like was gesturing.
Oh
You're just
boy.
like, shut up.
Zan just sort of pulls him back down, crouching behind the brush. It's like, okay. So
Yeah,
the two
if
of
I
you,
may.
if you may go ahead,
I think it would be a better if we just avoid the wolves altogether.
Isn't that what we're doing?
That would be ideal, wouldn't it?
Like they're just circling around the garden area, right?
right?
Where else do we go in? Is there any other ways in?
The roof?
The roof.
No,
Yeah,
no.
the
You're missing
other
the point.
ways in involve tree climbing and many stealth checks. So if you wanna avoid the wolves, you things will be a little bit more tricksy.
I think it'll probably be easier if we just wait for when none of the wolves are looking at the door and then go in that way.
Hmm.
One at a time, though.
It's not the most interesting plan I've ever heard, but well, we
Yeah,
could
it
we could
doesn't need to be
work with it.
interesting. It just needs to get you there.
Fair enough. Are you volunteering to go in
If you say so.
first?
Sure thing.
Great.
And he goes and he kind of like stretches out his arms, like you know how he cracks his knuckles, sort of thing. Goes. That's how a master does it.
I can't wait to see your roll.
We are watching.
Yeah.
I am gonna roll for stuff. I'm actually kind of scared.
Yeah.
Whew,
Oh my
nicely
god.
done.
Nicely done.
Yes, like a shadow, Nyx vanishes into the dark. You guys are like, as soon as he moves away from you, you're like, where'd he go? Where? And you're like, you can barely make out the little blob of darkness, just like darting right through the clearing, expertly sidestepping around the guards who just have no idea. Like one of them is busy uh, scratching at his nose and just like has no clue that this cat has just slipped right past him. And you are up in the garden section, which is very lovely. Um, it's clearly a well maintained area, probably because Zan had to do it when he was busy being a slave. Um, it There is a small sort of shed off to one side, um, but otherwise it appears to be empty, and the bridge to the main section is up.
Ow. Sorry.
Hmm.
The real life Nyx is taking his time attacking me.
Nibbly kitty.
Okay, so wait, how are we gonna get over the bridge is not down. So we need to get
You'll
over there.
I
We need to get over there first, don't we?
That's also true.
if
We
Nyx
need to get
is
over there.
yeah, if the rest of you want to try and follow Nyx, you can. If some of you want to try a different way, that is also valid.
Is it possible for me to wait?
Rara really wants
So
to.
is
They're
the
really
bridge
in
down
awe
right
of
now?
how
I didn't understand that part.
easily Nick's looks
The bridge is up, which means you can't cross it right now.
Do you think it's possible that Nyx could activate it since he's over there?
It requires a password, and Zan did give it to you. I will put it in the chat room. But
All right.
it's up to you to decide when to say this, because it is possible that, you know, people will notice. And do you want to keep pushing forward on your own? That's just for you to consider. I'm not saying one way or another.
All right, that's fair. Nyx looks down at everyone on the ground and he's like, "You can't see it, but I did like a stupid smile and a wave." And I realized you couldn't see it as soon
I
as
wave back.
um
What are you doing waving at?
All right, it's up there. Look at him. All right. I will go next then.
Fair enough.
Alright. Bump.
Come on, blink.
Stealth, right?
Yeah.
Better than my previous stealth, but I don't know if that's gonna do it.
Let me see. Let me check.
13, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh boy.
13.
I will.
I'll tell you what, he does not have proficiency in stealth.
Yeah. Is that right? Yeah. Okay. So, that actually ties with the wolf's passive perception.
I think they get it then.
Yeah, so you managed to get right up to right up to the sort of bridge leading to the garden. It's sort of woven out of a bunch of roots of the tree to make a sort of staircase up. And right as you're starting to head up, one of the wolves suddenly comes around and catches sight of you and lets out a howl.
Oh,
Okay.
damn it.
Marion turns to Rara and he goes, Rara, I am so sorry, but I think it is time to do it a distraction now.
Rara just kind of looks alarmed, like, for a moment when they realize that Blink's been caught, and then, with like Marion barely even has to say anything before they start to rush over, and they as soon as they get close, they put on a show like, "Oh, where are you going, Blinkly? I This ain't the house we supposed to go to. Sorry." And they look to the wolves and they're like, "Sorry, boys. I'm a clown for hire, and this is my stagehand. We're supposed to go to another house."
Make a deception check.
Okay, they actually have a proficiency in deception.
All right.
No, oh no, they have proficiency in perception, but it's a +3 to deception, anyways.
All right.
Rub your hands together.
Man,
Mm,
no,
Oof.
uh,
no.
the wolves, the one wolf that has caught sight of Blink and started the howl, and now you can hear the others. They have not come around yet, but they have started the howl as well. The one that's closest to you just sort of like stalks closer and says,
Alright.
um, "No one is allowed in." And it's like, it does not care if you made a mistake. Its job is to guard the place, and it has claws out.
Is
Can
it talking
Rara,
Rara yet right now?
Huh?
what?
I have a bad idea.
Oh, good.
can't be worse than
I
someone
would like
else.
to jump on the wolf's head.
No.
See, I was gonna do a spell if we were, you know. Go
I
for it.
I will I will
Rara's
say,
still trying to handle it. Rara's still trying to handle it. They just give the wolf a little bit of a nervous smile, and they say, "Oh yeah, I know. I'm so sorry. Like I said, it was the wrong house. Blinkly, Blinkly, get over here. Get over here, Blink."
I do not go toward you.
I
I'm
think
closer to
Blink
the other side than I am to you. That I am
I
don't
think
want to be here.
Blink would if you had a plan for something to do, you would get to take an action before Marion since you're right there.
Well, is the wolf facing me or Rara?
You.
Yeah, I'd like to cast color spray.
Ooh, okay.
This is a An illusion spell. It comes from me in a 50-foot or in a 15-foot cone. It lasts for 1 round, but essentially a dazzling array of flashing colored light springs from. It says your hand. This is just going to be from my like lampshade.
Mm-hmm.
I roll 60-10, and that's the total number of hit points of creatures that the spell can affect. I'm hoping that this guy does not have a shit ton of hit points.
He does not. He is yeah.
They're affected in ascending order from their current hit points. The wolf is blinded until the end of my next turn. So if we kind of
I
do that.
will actually do a quick
Blinded for
thing.
about 6 seconds.
Okay, so actually, I will say that the other 2 wolves have started to come around the bend, and your cone of color spray manages to blind another one of them as well. The other one is not blinded, but is sufficiently distracted for the moment.
All right, I do that and then I bolt.
Okay.
Rara just goes, "Oh, jeez, come on, guys, we gotta go."
And Nyx is up there, and he's hearing all this go down, and he's like, "Oh my god!" Got his head in his little paws.
Oh, how
Oh my
quickly the
god.
plans go awry.
But like hell if he's not gonna take advantage of this. So I'm gonna, if it be possible, Nyx is gonna start going into the house.
So he says the password.
To get into the house?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. You say it, and it will actually take a few seconds for the bridge to extend. It does this cool magical thing where the branches sort of like writhe a little bit, like living snakes or worms to extend from one house to the next. So uh, it will be about 1 round before it is fully across. You can try
Okay,
and
Dr. Worm.
if you want, you can try and jump it before it's fully all the way across, but that will require an acrobatics check.
And I do not have proficiency in acrobatics, so I'm not even gonna try.
Fair enough.
So yeah, let's just have that bridge come out.
Okay. Um let's see. So Blink and Rara are dashing up to the garden. Marion, what are you doing?
I am going to try and leap guy my way over there.
Fair enough. Um let's see. I think at this point it's fair to make everyone roll initiative.
Well,
Okay.
oh god.
Where'd you go?
I got a 5.
Woof.
I
I
got a
also got a
4.
5.
Incredible.
You have the higher modifier, so go for it.
Let's see.
It's going about as well as our last fight, I would say.
I'd
It's
say a
early.
tiny bit better.
The best time to like get some low rolls out there is in the initiative order. So let's leave that be. Let's see. I need to
We had so
keep
many plans, we didn't even make a plan B for this. We didn't plan for this eventuality.
we just kept coming up with plans and forgetting the last one that we had. um for the wolves, I'll just put them at the same thing. Oof. For Zan. Beep. Okay, fitting.
That seems right.
That's the net one.
That's
Natty
impressive.
1. Good one, Zan.
Yeah, good job,
Thanks for your
buddy.
help.
So
Honestly, he should just kind of stay there. He should just go. Like,
yeah, I think he's in the mode of like, yeah, I'm gonna stay back. So this is the order. The wolves have been blinded for the moment. Um, so I will say the wolves will be blinded for the duration of this turn. So at the top,
makes
Blink.
sense.
What are you doing?
How is the bridge out yet, or is it like what's up with that?
The bridge is still in the process of extending out. It will not be fully down until the next turn. Like I said, you
Okay.
can try and jump it when it's not fully extended yet, but it will take a check.
No, I think what I'm gonna do. Hmm. I think I'm gonna cast dancing lights and put them. It has a range of 120 feet. I'm gonna cast dancing lights and I'm gonna put them somewhere else, away from us,
Okay,
down on the ground, anywhere that's not right here.
fair enough. Okay.
I'm gonna make them bright and flashing and very interesting. So if anyone sees them, they're like, "Oh, that must be where people are." That's my plan.
But we're not trying to wake up Mr. Evil Guy, right?
Yeah, but I'm hoping the wolves are like, "Oh, cool."
Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. Um, and I guess your is that what you want to do for this turn? Is that it?
I mean, and I'm moving. If I'm not already at the end of like where the bridge is, I'm moving to it.
Sure. Okay. Um, fair enough. Uh, next, Nyx. What would you like to do?
Next,
I mean, there's nothing else I really can do except wait for the bridge, because I'm not even gonna try jumping it.
Okay. Um,
I do, however, make a snide comment to Blink about how stealthy he is.
fair enough.
Shush. Shush.
we all have our talents.
And being subtle is not one of yours.
Ow!
Leave him
You don't have
alone.
to say it like that.
Leave him alone.
Okay, well then, Marion, it's your turn. You're still back at before the clearing, so
I
uh,
still really want to jump on someone.
give it a shot. Sure. You can make an attack roll if you want to,
Okay, this would be unarmed, right? Christ.
because you're a monk, right? So yeah.
Yeah. Shoot.
Marion the monk.
Yeah. Because speed bonus and jump bonus.
Oh. Oh.
It's a 14.
Uh, yeah, that will hit the wolf who originally caught Blink trying to get up there. So roll damage.
Okay. D6. Okay. 3.
3. Okay. Let's see. He seems somewhat dazed, uh, but you manage to sort of boing off his head, and onto the pathway up to the garden. Um, is that it for you?
Yeah. I'm trying. It's really weird because, like, it was an attack, but I'm moving, so I guess I already used up my movement too.
True. And again, I believe we talked about this last time. Do you just get one attack per round?
I'm just trying to get in there, man.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Okay, so that leaves Rara. What would you like to do?
Rara's just gonna run for the garden. Along the way, they're gonna take Marian's hand and tug him along.
Okie dokie. At this point,
Oh, we're geniuses.
I need to make a roll.
Hmm.
Let's see.
Well, my question is, did they stop howling?
Uh,
I think they'd stop howling by now.
I mean, we blinded 2 of them, and then Marion jumped on one of them.
um,
And I
so
think they stopped howling, so like it's all good now.
See, like, I'm just imagining the clunk noise from when, like, Mario hits a Koopa shell.
uh, so sure. Let's say they for the moment have stopped because they were distracted and dazzled by the colorful lights and the conch to the head. But Zan, this turn has he will take the moment to try and just hide in the bushes because he doesn't want to be here. He
Yeah,
could
he's done a
see.
terrible job.
No, that was actually not what I was rolling for
Oh,
there.
good.
Oh,
Let's
thank
see if
God.
this does any better. Nope. That's
Oh, it's much, much
Oh,
worse.
oh my god. That's two
Zan.
nat ones for Zan in a row. Yikes. He is having
F in
a
the chat
rough
for
time.
Zan.
Well, all that matters is he is hiding.
F in the
um
chat, lads.
he sure thinks he's doing an okay job, um but that means it is the top of the round and the
Oh
wolves
man.
are regaining their sight. And I will make a series of, I guess, wisdom checks to see how well they're distracted by the dancing lights.
Oh yeah.
Oh boy.
Uno, oop, oop, oop. Okay, so two of them have been start chasing around the sort of flickering lights and dancing shadows that they are snarling and sort of going after what they think are more intruders about on the ground. But one of them is on his way up to the garden after you guys. And I believe it was Marion who was the closest, the last one on the way up. So he will actually be able to get one swipe in there at Marion.
Oh boy.
oh boy.
Boy.
Indeed.
Oh boy.
That
Oh
is
yeah.
beep. Oh, does an 18
Oh
hit you?
no. Yeah.
Oh dear.
Oof.
Um, oopsie doops. So to hit. Oh, my dog is coming in to say hi. Hi, puppy.
Hi, puppy.
Puppy.
Hi,
Roommate
Bootsy.
had
How you doing, baby
literally
girl?
decided that
He's
the
a much.
best time
See.
to sit under my legs was when I was turning my chair.
Oh no. Beep. All right. Okay, Marion. So you take 6 points of damage.
Wah, 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 wah.
And I will say it was also the wolf whose head you jumped on. So he is
Revenge.
yes, he's in a grumpy mood. But with that, it is up to Blink's turn.
Yeah. Is that bridge down yet?
Yes, it has descended.
All right. I mean, I can't do much else besides like dash across it. How wide? How long's the bridge?
It's about 10 feet long.
Okay, so it's not gonna take my full movement to like dash across it.
No. Hold on a sec. Let me reclose the door now that the dog's gone.
So yeah, I'm gonna.
Okay.
I'm
So,
gonna run across that.
yes, you are going to run across. I presume you're going to throw open the door.
I'm not gonna throw open the door.
So you're gonna. What are you going to do when you get to the door on the other
I'm
side?
going to quietly open the door.
Roll a stealth check at disadvantage because you are probably in a bit of a rush with all this going on.
There. That's one.
Hmm.
Okay, and that's the other one. Yeah, that sounds right.
Okay. You open the door. You don't throw it open. You don't slam it open, but you open it with a bit of hurried mess because there is a wolf hot on your tail. You remember
Yeah,
what happened last time. um,
I do remember what happened last time. Well, I think last time it was the bear,
True, it
but
was the
I don't
bear.
want a wolf either.
Fair enough.
And I just say like, in that like shout whisper, I'm just like, Nix, get in here and then hide.
You
Do
open
your
the
stealthy thing.
door. It opens into a sort of living room area. It is lined with many, many bookshelves. You can see some desks that are strewn with papers. The bookshelves themselves are surprisingly kind of bare. There's not a whole lot of reading material in there. Um, there's it's a bit of a mess. Um, but yeah, so that is this first area that you have come into. Um,
There's a bear.
Yeah, that's. There's a bear.
and that is it is now Nyx's turn.
All right, so Nick is gonna do the same thing that Blink just did, but hopefully better, and not as loud. Except as soon as he gets in, he's gonna hide behind, I don't know, whatever the best place is.
Um,
So
there's a few desks, a few like a few counters where looks like some magical test equipment have been set up. The
are there any
bookshelves as much. No real cabinets in here now.
darn?
There are other rooms that are connected to this one, but yeah, there aren't any in this specific room you have opened up the door into.
All right, so I think he's just gonna hide behind whatever the furthest away from the door that he can, like directly out of the door's line of sight.
All right, make a stealth check.
You got it.
Come on, Blink. Not Blink. Nyx.
Link's got nothing.
Blink's got nothing. He ain't got nothing.
I mean, literally, my next question is going to be: are there any lamps in this room that he could just kind of blend in with?
Oh
I got
Oh
no!
dear. Well, you think you've done
Are
a
there any
very
peeps
good
and
job
peepers?
hiding behind one of the counters.
Oh, Nyx. Oh.
Wrecked. You can't charm your way through brainwashed wolves, unfortunately.
Afraid
Yeah,
not.
I know.
All right. If that's it for your turn, Marion, what would you like to do?
Is the wolf still within range of me? Like,
Yes.
could I grab him?
You can try. Let's do a grapple check.
Certainly
That's
try.
that would be strength or dexterity?
Let's see. Let me double check.
For grapple, it's probably strength.
I believe so.
Oh, strength is not my strong suit.
Let me see. Yeah, make a strength or athletics check, whichever you prefer.
Well, I'll tell you one thing, I am proficient in athletics.
There you go.
Oh yeah.
That'll do
Oh!
it. That's a nat 20.
Oh yeah.
Natty 20, baby.
All right, so you have effectively grabbed onto this wolf who was trying to keep attacking you. Would you like to do something else?
You know, babe, I am going to swing that wolf.
Yeet the wolf.
Yeeting the wolf.
That I'm going to require you to make another athletics check for that because that is a separate action from grappling.
Not as good.
To toss it over the edge, the fall damage will do the rest.
It's true. Um,
Fall damage is brutal in D&D.
yeah, we learned that today, didn't we?
Yeah.
Oh God. So let's see. Fall damage. I did not. Let's see. So he takes 1d6 damage for that. Why don't you roll that, Marion, since you're the one who actually
Okay.
tossed him?
If I can type right, that's 3.
All right.
But what you also did is get him away from you, so.
Absolutely. Okay. Do you want to take any movement?
Yeah, I'm getting inside.
Fair enough.
grabbing Rara. We're going inside.
Robert, do you have anything you'd like to do?
Rara, as they're going, they stick their tongue out at and they bolt inside.
Okay. With that, make another check. Beep, beep, beep.
Oh, come on, Zan.
Okay.
Oh no.
This one wasn't for Zan, was it?
No, it
Oh, okay.
wasn't.
Oh no.
Oh,
I don't like these numbers, Yuri.
Yeah, so as you all are rushing into this open room, um you hear a voice sort of booming out, goes, "Ah, you must be the friends my servant went and found. Now you have made quite a mess for me, haven't you?"
So were there any other lamps in the room that I could blend in with, or not?
Sure, there were. If you wanted to, you could have made a stealth check.
Can I still do that, or not?
It's a little too late.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, you guys have made quite a bit of noise at this point.
Darn it.
Yeah, afraid so. Zan has been made aware of your presence. Um, you do not know where he is, though.
Zan or Skedge?
Oh, not Zan. Sorry, Sketch.
Oh no.
I want to do a perception check to see if I.
Sure, go ahead.
Okay. What's my is plus?
Perception is plus wisdom.
Yeah.
Nicely done.
21.
Okay, you can determine he is probably in one of the adjacent rooms. But yeah, that it you can tell from just sort of the way his voice is reverberating around. He is probably in the room that is not directly connected to you guys, but on the other side of the wall there. And
Co-located this guy.
I mean, it is not the thickest of walls. You can't hear stuff through them. um, and let's see.
If no one else has any ideas, I do have an idea. So
Can I roll persuasion to tell him that we're just part of the late night cleaning crew?
I was also gonna do. I have deception. So
I have a +9 in persuasion.
okay, well, go
I
for
could
it.
have sworn I had deception too, but apparently I don't. Sad.
That's a pretty good roll. Um, are you telling him you're part of the late night cleaning crew?
Yes, I'm gonna tell him we're just here to clean some stuff up. I don't know who you're talking about with the whole servant thing, cause we're not here to hurt you, bro.
I'm sorry to do this. I'm gonna have to make you roll at a disadvantage because this man has his guard up, all things considered. So
Yeah, that makes
please,
sense to
please
me.
roll
And
again.
I imagine,
Wait, what's the disadvantage?
On that
You have
persuasion
to
roll
roll
you
twice
just
and take the
or
lower one.
deception roll, yeah.
So you
Okay,
rolled
what's
once and got a really good score. Roll again. Hope for another good score. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
nice.
22.
um, his voice comes like, "Forgive me if I do not come out to roll the welcome wagon. You have not exactly made yourselves uh, welcome in my home. I advise you to leave. I am in the middle of something."
Can he like actually see us, or is he just guessing with the amount of noise?
The latter.
Okay, so he's just guessing. So if we all sound like we're leaving, but actually stay,
How
then I
would
would
you
require some
communicate that
more.
to the rest of the group without him hearing?
Mm,
that's a good idea.
Just gotta whisper.
I have noise suppression on, so it's not really picking up my whisper voice really well.
I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna sound like I'm doing it. Like I'm just gonna be like, all right, sorry for the trouble, and I walk towards the door, and I make sure I sound loud as I'm walking, which is kind of difficult because I'm usually so quiet. And then I close the door. Then I turn to the others, and I'm like holding a finger up to my mouth, and I'm like, shh, without actually making the noise.
Hmm, hmm.
Good.
Aurora just silently has one of those, oh, like, they, like that expression. They're like, getting realization, and then smile, and they put it to their mouth, and they nod.
Hmm, hmm, hmm. All right. Is
And
the
then Rara's gonna point to where they heard his voice, Skedge's voice coming from. to let the others know where he is. Which room he's in.
Let me
Cool.
check on. Okay. At this point, I will say you hear another voice call out, "Oh, Papa, you shouldn't listen to those bad people," calling from
Uh-oh.
outside.
Ren deserves some fists.
Because someone has caught up with y'all.
Damn it.
You were so close.
We tried to lie to this guy once, but what if we tried to lie to him again?
You guys cannot see what's going on outside at
Oh, of
this
course
point
not.
because you just closed the door.
Wait,
However,
her voice is coming from outside?
yes, her voice is coming from outside. You know who else is outside?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I know who's it.
yeah. He sure thought he did a good job stealthing. He didn't. um.
Uh-oh.
So now,
Well, Mr. So, my
the
friend here
door.
is a compulsive liar, and we're actually we actually got a chance to talk to
The front
your
door
servant, and we realized he was trying to
shutters.
betray you after all you did for our city. So we brought him here to give it back to
The front door shudders and explodes inwards as it has been hit with a magic missile. um,
Uh-oh.
and I'm going to head and start putting you guys back in initiative order. So, top of the round,
you.
Blink, what do you want to do?
Hey, did my cool lie work?
Roll a deception check at
Yeah.
Disadvantage.
Oh boy.
How do is there a way to roll two separate ones, or should I just do it twice?
Unless you want to do 2d6.
Or 2d20.
2d20. Why did I say 6?
Yeah. Um,
One wasn't good. That one was really good.
too bad it was a
You're
disadvantage.
disadvantage.
Yeah.
Yep, we take the lower one.
Yep.
No,
Yeah. You shouted out. You do not have a response right now. It should actually.
it was the shaking and stuttering that gave me away.
Yeah. Yeah. Um. Uh. Is there anything else you would like to do with your turn?
Uh,
Uh,
Did you say hello?
sorry. I gotta like people are gonna be coming in. The door.
Yes. I'm sorry. Are you saying anything? Because I'm not hearing anything.
No, I'm gonna move away from the door,
Okay. All right. Is that it for you?
like to the other side of the room. Like that's it. Like I gotta get into it.
Fair enough.
Like I cannot be on the front lines.
Mm-mm. Okie dokie. And so then, Nyx, what would you like to do?
I know that we are probably not in a good place to sneak around, but I would like to try to dash to the next room
Okay.
and then do a sneak and hide.
Do a bonus action hot
Yes.
as a
Yeah.
rogue. How well it's gonna go.
Okay. You burst into the next room. It appears to be more of a sort of kitchen area. There are cabinets in here.
I'm gonna sneak into a cabinet.
Okay, make a stealth check.
They got cereal.
Delicious. Do they have fruity pebbles?
No, they have a lot of bran flakes.
Gross.
Okay, that explains
Nasty.
everything I need to know about these people.
Yeah, they're two old real kind men. They did not have much fun taste.
Bran fan.
You would think that the Toon daughter would be like, I want everything sugary and sweet ever.
It's very possible. Maybe they keep a lot of Eggo waffles in the
The
fridge.
freezer.
You don't know. You're in the cabinet. So that was an 11 to hide. So you think you've done a pretty good job sealing yourself up
Nailed it.
in there. Um,
Let me guess, my tail is still hanging out though.
you don't know. So if that is your turn, Marion, what would you like to do?
Can I see Poppy at all?
Would you like to go to the door to check?
I am afraid to, because that thing was blasted down by a magic missile, and I do not want to hurt Zan.
Fair enough. So what will you do?
Crap. I think what I will do is, I want to get not in front of the door, but beside the door and like ready in action so that when I see Poppy, I'll just like do an attack, I guess.
Okay.
Sure.
Sounds good. With that, it is Skedge's turn.
Oof.
Uh-oh.
What?
Yes. So you hear some vague muttering, and from from the other side of the wall, you hear another thunk as, let's see. Boop, boop. Right. One of the walls from the other side splinters out in a rain of wood and ice as he blasts the wall with Ray of Frost. And
You have just wasted one of your spell slots.
Ray of Frost is a cantrip.
God dang it!
It's for the drama.
Yeah. And I am going to request everyone who is still in that room to make a dex saving throw.
Well,
Oh
So,
boy.
not me.
No.
oof!
Nice.
Oh no.
Okay. So I will say
Debris comes at me, but I go do the thing that cartoons do where they like go up on their legs and it goes in between my legs. It's cool.
yeah. Yeah, you manage to nimbly
Miss me with
squash and
that shit.
stretch your way out of the debris. Um
I'm Neo in
Marion
the Matrix.
Marion and Rara, I will say, because the wall took the brunt of the damage, you guys take half damage, so that'll be 6 points to each of you.
Okay.
Marion, you doing okay? I know you took some hits earlier.
I am close to half health, my guys.
Okay, well, you do have that healing potion, so
You
keep
have
that
a
in
healing
mind.
potion.
Uh, and Skedge on the other side is just like, oh, you little mongrels. What sort of lies has that bastard been feeding you?
Whoa, that's a bad word.
He is not too concerned with the rules of bleeping. With that, it
He is
is.
the real kind.
He is a real
Rara
kind.
gasps and then glares at him like, "You can't say that sort of stuff.
They don't
This
have
is
kids to
daytime
watch me.
television."
He laughs. Oh, you
Watching you
things.
to profanity.
Oh, you things are just concerned with the dumbest things you can, aren't you? And he, uh, you can't quite make him out. There's still dust and debris everywhere. Um, but with that, it is Rara's turn.
Rara's just gonna pull their hammer out and ready themselves for whatever's coming. They're not gonna move anywhere yet because they don't want to rush at the door and end up hurting Zan, and they don't know what to expect from Mr. Skedge yet.
Fair enough. With
You
that,
said Zan was a wizard?
yes, he is.
Okay. Okay.
So yes, it will be hold on. I'm looking for my brain. With that, it's Pappy's turn. Um she will, in fact, arrive at the door, so I believe it's Marion, you get to have your ready to action.
Cool. I'm gonna punch her.
Cool. Make an attack roll.
And I think I can, because I'm a monk, I can swap strength for dex with unarmed strikes.
Yes.
Okay. I keep doing the wrong command because I keep thinking it's the other bot.
I just have like exclamation point D20 saved in my like clipboard, so I just paste it every time. That 8 will not hit her, I'm afraid. Once
You
more.
do roll dexterity for that.
Yeah.
What?
You do roll dexterity.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I'm just double checking some stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
So an 8, I'm afraid, is not going to hit her. Once more, you just
You also have an
whiff a
extra attack.
blow.
yeah, that's what I was like waiting for. Can I do an extra attack?
Sure, make another one.
This is your action and not
There
a,
you go.
yeah.
There we go.
You do land a blow on her. Roll damage.
You can also do a stunning strike at 5th level.
Oh, I can. Where is it? Yeah,
One
I
key
can.
point.
It's 1 key point.
Con saving throw.
Yeah.
Is that what you want to do?
Yeah.
Cool. You do still want to roll damage.
Yeah. I'm trying to see. Yeah, d6. Okay. It's like.
Okay, so
All right.
3 points of damage, and
it's 8 plus my constitution. That's the
I believe I'm the one who rolls the con.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but I'm
you
trying to remember
roll
the
it,
DC.
but it's
Yeah.
DC is usually plus whatever modifier plus proficiency.
Okay.
Beep. That's a
I believe.
21.
Oof.
You do
Nope.
not stun
Poppy.
her, I'm afraid. And she says, "Oh, you're all very, very naughty sneaking into my daddy's house." And she pulls out her sword again.
Uh-oh.
I am so sorry, Marion. You're right in front of her.
That's fair.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Oh, spaghetti-o.
I unexpected this.
That is beep, boop,
Woof!
Oof,
I'm going
that
to
really sucks.
assume that 21 will hit you.
Yikes!
Yike-a-rooney! That's no good.
No good.
That's 11 points of damage.
Okay, nobody let me forget about the potion of healing, please.
Yeah, you might want to chug that soon.
Yeah.
Take a
Um,
fucking sip, babe.
and
Crack up on a cold one with the boys.
um, and also, let's see. What do I want to do here? Yeah, I will say leave it there for now.
For now.
Yeah. um as far as you can tell, Zan has not done anything else, at least as far as you know, because you still can't quite see outside. And with that, we are back up to the top of the round with Blink.
That's me. Is there Poppy's still by the door, right?
Yes.
Okay. Is you know, sometimes you have ideas. There's a guy standing there and you're like, man, really wish that guy would stop attacking.
Do you want
Yeesh, I'm gonna
to hold your turn until Marion moves?
Okay. I can see where Skedge is?
You have an idea of where he is. You cannot see him. There's still too much debris flying around for you to quite make him out.
Presumably he's right behind where that hole in the wall is.
Presumably.
Can I move so that I'm on against the wall that he's gonna come out from? That I think he's gonna come out from.
Sure. Are you trying to hide yourself there?
Yes, but that's not the action I'm taking, I guess. I want to get a line. I'm gonna wait to use my action until I have a straight line that I can hit Skedge and Poppy at the same time.
Okay, fair enough.
I'm hoping he kind of walks past me and then this is a weird angle.
No, I get what you're saying. Sure, you can hold your turn for that. That's fine.
I don't know if geometrically that makes sense with what's how it's working, but I think it does.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's doable. So yeah,
I could just say I hold my action until Sketch comes out, I guess, because
sure.
that's kind of when it would trigger if they're in a line or not.
Got it. Okay. That works for me. So you are holding your turn, which means Nyx, you are still hiding in the cupboard in the other room. You have heard a large, sort of crackling explosion of wood from the rooms over there.
Okay. So, theoretically,
Mm-hmm.
Skedge is still in the original room.
Theoretically, yes.
Theoretically. Is the kitchen area connected to that room?
It is, yes.
I would like to sneak over there.
Okay, make a stealth check.
Boy.
It's a pretty good roll.
Yeah.
So you are able to sneak into the third and final room of this setup. It's clear that this was the lab where the majority of the magic study was happening. There is a lot of splotches of ink all over the place, just splattered on the floor, on the walls, on the various sort of desk surfaces. There's a lot of papers everywhere. You can see that there are sort of sketches of a lot of wolves.
Sketches.
Yes, a lot of wolves. There's a lot of drawings of Zan as you know him, the little sheepy guy with sort of notes all written out next to him. Um, it is a much worse mess than the rest of the room. Probably not helped by the fact that there is now a large hole blasted in the wall. Um, and are you trying to hide somewhere in the room, or are you just trying to get a look around?
I think I'm gonna roll perception to see if I can find Skedge.
Sure, go ahead.
In this big
Okay.
old dusty room.
You can see Skedge. He is the a halfling man, halfling real kind. And he is actually sort of he's a got bushy sideburns, like practically mutton chops. His hair is sort of streaked with white. He looks harried and exhausted, and he has not caught sight of you because you rolled a very good stealth check. But he is actually running for the door that you just came through.
Nice.
Cool. Can I do one more action, or is it the end of my turn?
Let's see. I think you get one more action.
Cool. Would you say theoretically that I am within a close enough distance to perhaps grab something of his? On
Uh,
the person.
you do not. He does not have the wand out and readily open for you to grab, if that's what you're thinking.
I was curious.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that is not you do not see it at this exact moment. No, you have not located where it is on him.
Okay. But it is on him.
You assume so. From what Zan has said, you have to assume that it is.
Okay. Then I'm really just
Check out the room.
No, because I know he has his wand on him, and if we get the wand away, that's all we really need.
Hmm.
Can
I need you to make a decision right now because he is running in the direction you are currently standing. If
all
you
right.
if you don't do something, he will either run into you or blast you.
All right. Can I do an intimidation to make him stop running?
Sure, make an intimidation check.
I'm gonna scare him and make him stop.
This
Okay.
cat appears out of nowhere. Oh,
Whoa.
Or should it be a persuasion to be like, "Hey, stop right there, buddy"?
Intimidation.
Okay.
I feel like
Wanted to check.
intimidation would be funnier.
Hold on.
It's
Is that
something.
13.
it's a number.
What do you say?
I say, "Stop right there, villain." So, with the voice cracks and everything.
Fair enough. Um okay. I will say that is your turn. He sort of He certainly has seen you now, but we will resolve that when it's his turn. First is Marion. Hey, buddy.
I'm cracking open a cold one with the boys.
Yeah, chug it, bud.
I am hanging on by 6 HP.
Hmm.
I believe healing potion. How much is that? A D10 of healing? Let me double check.
It's like different levels of them.
Yeah. Oh no, this is a basic potion of healing. So you get a 2d4 plus 2.
Okay.
Make a roll. Whew.
Well,
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
better
Yikes.
than nothing,
It
and
is
Slightly
better
lower
than
than average.
nothing. That is 4 hit points back. Yikes. And
that
would
was a flat
you
potion. I would like to also get away from a puppy.
fair enough. You want to disengage from her? You have that as an
Yeah.
option. Yeah. I don't think
Yeah,
you
I
want to
just
take an attack of opportunity. um
gonna
is there anything else you can think of to try and do in your turn, or is that it?
that's really it.
Fair enough. Um
Super mushroom sound effect as I drink the potion.
bloop, bloop, bloop. Um Speaking of which, let me see. Let's see. I'm pulling up just so many reference notes. I needed to be more prepared. Sorry.
You're
Okay.
doing wonderful.
uh,
You're
let's,
Part
doing
of the learning
amazing,
process.
sweetie.
thank you. Let's see. There we go. So you have Nix. You have certainly spooked Skedge, who is already in a very um sort of jittery space. Um, let's see. I'm going to ask you next to make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay.
Oh
Oh.
And if I don't have any plus or minus, it's just a regular d20, right?
Correct.
Okay. Just checking.
Fate of the dice.
no!
The heart of the dice.
Oh!
That won't
Ah!
do it. Suddenly, this little halfling man does not look quite so little to you as he has cast Reduce on you, and you are
Oh,
now
wreck.
a tiny little kitty.
Oh no.
um,
Nix went from cat
Kitty
to kitten.
yeah, this is
Not kidding
closer. This
around.
is closer to the size you were back when you were a regular cat. um, um, and Skedge is going to sort of sneer at you and run right past. You can
I'm gonna hit.
certainly, yeah, you can try and make an attack at him.
I'm gonna use my claw.
Okay,
And I'm just gonna scratch the hell out of his ankle.
fair enough. Make an attack roll.
All right.
Opportunity, baby.
And since it's technically unarmed, it's just a regular.
Since you're not proficient, and
Yeah, I'm proficient in melee, but
not
Any melee
unarmed.
weapons. Yeah.
wait, did my items shrink with me?
Yes,
Can I switch that to my dagger?
sure.
Cool.
Stab his foot.
I'm gonna stab him right in the feet. No, I'm gonna if I hit. Never mind. I'm gonna
Achilles.
if I hit first.
Yeah.
Get his ankles.
Oh, that's a D20. I mean, that's a nat 20.
That will, in fact, hit. Go ahead and roll damage.
And then can I tell you where I'm aiming?
Sure.
Okay, because I feel like that's important.
Okay.
I am aiming directly for his Achilles tendon.
Okay.
Yes.
Let's see. But here's the thing. Because you are reduced in size, that means we subtract 1d4 of damage.
It was a critical hit.
It was a critical hit, so that would be 8
Does
damage
do more damage.
minus 4.
So
So
it's just
you do you still hit him pretty damn good in the ankle. You do not if you were not small, that would almost certainly cripple him pretty badly with where you were aiming. But because you are a tiny little kitten, you just get him bleeding, definitely. But he is able to stagger past you, and he is heading for the door to the final third room. Um, the yeah, the door that leads up to the remaining sort of circle up above.
All right.
Does he get out the door in his turn?
He is at the door in his turn.
Can I see him?
No, because you were standing at
Yep.
the hole where he blasted through, and he has run in the opposite direction actually.
Looking around.
Yeah.
It's okay. All right.
But that is Skedge's turn, which means Rara. What's up with you?
Rara's gonna go for little Poppy
All right.
because they're very unnerved and they don't like how this is going at all because they were they just need to hit something. They
Fair
just need to do
enough.
something.
Make an attack roll against her.
Get him. Get him.
Are you gonna rage?
Not yet.
Uh,
6.
but you are a barbarian, so I believe you do get another attack.
Yeah, I'm gonna try. 20,
There
not
you
20.
go.
Nice.
Yes.
Nice, getting
Okay.
nicer.
Roll it
Okay.
damage.
Let me remember what my damage is with him. 1d8 plus 7. Okay. Uh, 11 damage.
And that 4 is actually doubled up to 8, so you do 15 damage. Pretty nice.
Heck yeah.
Let me see. So that brings her down to boop. Boop. Nice. Okay. Let me see. All right. Very nice. Was there anything else you wanted to do? Any movement you wanted to take, or?
No. No.
All right. Fair enough. Um, Poppy, it is her turn now. And she is going to sort of recover. You certainly staggered her, jumping in front of Marion there, and landing a pretty nasty hit. You can sort of see the birds tweeting and swirling around her head for a second. She goes, "You guys are just a bunch of big meanies. and she will attack with her greatsword.
This is out of character, but it takes one to know one, Poppy.
Oh boy. So beep, beep, beep. Oh, does an 11 hit you?
My armor class is 12. No, it does not.
Okay, great. She gets 2 attacks per round.
Oh no.
That doesn't hit either. That's a 10. Fabulous. Oh, how the turntables.
Hell yeah.
Oh, how the turntables. Retribution. We shouldn't speak too soon.
Yeah, really. But she she snarls and she, whirls her great sword at you, and you, the nimble little clown that you are, just dodge right out of the way. You're dancing circles around her. So you at least are keeping her sufficiently occupied at the moment. With that, I believe it is. Let's see.
Turn.
Zan.
If he still has a turn.
Indeed. Let's see. How about this? Okay. Blink. I am going to have you make a wisdom saving throw.
Yeah. Bang, 10.
Oof.
Not that good.
You just barely made it.
Oh
You
boy.
suddenly get this image at the side of this little girl and this clown duking it out. It strikes you as extremely funny, and for a second, all you want to do is just madly start cackling at how funny and silly all this is, but you manage to suppress the urge to fall into a hideous laughter.
Pretty
Oh
good,
boy.
though.
Yeah. Um and from this is because you positioned yourself so that you
Yeah,
would
I can
you
see
would
the
have
door.
a good angle on the door. You could also glance outside and see Zan is standing out in the garden.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I had a thought.
yeah, afraid so. Um, but that is his turn. Um, with that, it's back at the top of the round for Blink.
Get to use my held action, but that's okay. How far away from me is Zan right now?
He's I would say about 20 feet away from you.
He looking? Can I roll maybe like an insight or something like that? One of those?
Sure, make an insight check.
Cool. Cool. Sometimes you just make checks that aren't good.
Mm.
Oh
Looks
no.
fine to me.
Yeah, you can't quite make it out from here. He's too far
I'm
away
glad
for
my
you to be
good friend
sure.
Zan is really helping us out.
Yeah.
Ah,
Actually, if it's okay with everyone, I want to call a quick pause. I need to get myself some water and so forth, and I recommend everyone else do the same. Take a moment to stretch, and then we will get back to this.
All right. So how long's the break?
Let's say 10 minutes.
Whistle
Okay.
blow.
See y'all in 10.
Time